Sadhakas, appreciations, congratulations for you for joining this effort of trying to understand the truth with the help of the great Shastras given by the Anubhavi Rishi and Muni of ours, here like that of Vaashishtha. Give it up not, continue it. Slowly we'll be able to pierce through all these sublime understandings. And as the knowledge of the truth about the true self and also of the untrue world, when it becomes very clear, we will no more be deluded and no more be suffering the samsara. Let the knowledge be fully grasped, received. It will happen slowly when we are consistent this way. Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana, we are studying third Utpatthi Prakaranam, third SARGA, BANDHA HETHU VARNANAM. So the Brahmadeva is not bound. From Brahmadeva we all have come. We also need not be bound. He continues not to be bound. We have started becoming bound only because of he identifying with Pancha Mahabhuta made Deha Sharira. We are identifying with the Pancha Mahabhuta made Sharira. That's it. If somehow we detach from the Pancha Mahabhutas, our identity, so to discover the Tattva Paramatma permeating very subtly in the Pancha Mahabhutas and discover that they are nothing but Kalpita, how much ever solid they are looking. If these three things we achieve, we are also no more bound. Like the Adya Srishti, Brahmadeva is not bound. That topic is being touched here. And think throughout the Sarga, elaboration will be done with lot of stories, etc. Let us see. This is the Upodghatam as if ki Utpatti never happened. Our Brahmadeva is always pure Brahman, of course, with the Sankalpa. From him we are all born, we are also nothing short of him. Not knowing it, we are just valuing, as just now said, the upadhis, holding on to them, suffering. Hundreds of examples we have seen in all our Shastras that wherever we suffer in our life, it is because of our bondage, attachment to it, born out of delusion. Otherwise, that thing is neither as important as we think, nor it is, first of all, real. You know, a friend attached to his friend. Not so important that friendship that this fellow has to get attached, but he is deluded. Also, there is nothing called as friend or friendship. A co-human beings are there. Wherever help is required, do mutual. One need not emotionally get attached. But do you think he will listen? Isn't it? To see the one Paramatma Tattva in all, we are told to love all, respect all. And not for attaching to those people on the name of love to such an extent that the main purpose of seeing the Paramatma Tattva itself is forgotten. This is where we go wrong. We have to rectify these mistakes through the thorough understanding. The Shastra, the Sadguru, they give us this understanding. Let us receive it gracefully as it helps us in getting freed from the inner delusions, ignorances. Let us see. Before that, let us do our Mangalacharana Shloka, Sankalpa Parayanam for 2 or 3 minutes. Om 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 Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व सच्छास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ओम श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरि भावैर्नताः स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहिते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आवेश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृत जलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुं तं नमामि ॐ परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः श्रीरामचन्द्र परब्रह्मणे श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यास नारदादि ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषद योगवासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुति स्मृति पुराणेतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः सांप्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरुशिष्य भक्त भगवत् परंपरादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रूणां शाश्वत रूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः शाश्वत रूपेण सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद् देवता गुरु शास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृ देश धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थमनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं दश श्लोकी अध्ययनं संक्षिप्त स्कंद पुराण पारायणं श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आदिशंकर भाष्य समेत पारायणम वयम सर्वे मोक्षार्थम करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यद सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभाति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यव भासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। ओम सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुखघनं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाकारमपास्तमायमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं परं पदं। ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ ससदृश्यं सृजत्येवैति कीर्त्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम। ओम अथ बंध हेतु वर्णनं नाम तृतीय सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच so that Chidvyoma Brahmadeva, in fact, from him only all jivas have come. Let us say, for the sake of play, they are given different roles, upadhis. Now they have taken it as if so real. That is how they are bound. And you and I are like that. Only by realizing our essential rupa that we are freed from this bondage. Let us have that clarity of knowledge. That is what all Vedanta about, all Shastras about. Okay. So, from the 12th mantra, we will be browsing through. Let us see what Sri Vaashishtha ji is to offer to us, has to offer to us. Ki taha cha chidvyoma rupinyah vinanyaihi karanantaraihi yat yataha tat tadeveti sarvairevānubhūyate. So Tahacha means all the jivas basically are Chit Vyoma Rupinyaha, Chidakasha Rupa only. All beings. Is it not in us that pure conscious place or the consciousness is there or not? Can anybody deny their inner conscious being? No being can deny it. Vina anyahi karanantaraihi. When all the karanas of ignorance about ourselves to be consciousness followed by the delusion of the upadhi tadatmya. If these are kept aside, every jiva is chit vyoma only. Why? Yad yataha tattadeva iti. See, the whatever comes from whatever, that is that alone. Sarvaihi eva anubhuyate. Whether you call it as the mango fruit coming from mango tree, then mango seed coming from the mango fruit, again the tree. Aina yad yataha tat tadeva. Or whether you call it as, the examples of any of the things. When the pot comes from the mud, the pot is mud only. When ornaments are made from gold, they are gold only. When all jivas have come from this Chit Vyoma Rupa Brahmadeva, we are all that only. Yad yataha tattadeva iti sarvaihi eva anubhuyate. Correct? Now again, shifting to the Paramatma Tattva, Nirvana matram purushaha paro bodhaha sa eva cha chittamatram tadeva aste na ayati vas. Into discussion through the samvada of the Mrityu and Yama, through that kahani. That's over now. Subject is discussed. So, Nirvana Matram Purusha. That Purusha, Brahmadeva, is Nirvana Matra, always is in the Nirvana Mukta Sthiti. Paro Bodha Evacha. That is supreme consciousness only. Then what is difference between the supreme conscious Brahman and his Brahmadeva? Chitta Matram Tad Eva Aste. Only that chitta. Chitta is thought. Thought is thought of only I am not that, that sense of separation. Being, for the time being. Chitta matram tadeva asti. That's it. And this Brahmadeva, for not having any past reasons and also past karmas, etc., and also for him, for not forgetting his own essential self, there is no delusion projected Panchamaha Bhuta made Deha Adi Tadatmya. That is why Na Ayati Vasudhadi Tam. Remember, he has no ignorance of the self nor any past karma. Therefore, he doesn't fall down, crumble down to the level of the Vasudha, etc. That is Panchamahabhutas as you and I. Isn't it? Na ayati vasudha aditam. No more, no chance of bondage to him with the Upad. So what it therefore tells us, if we also exhaust all our vasanas, which push us to do karma, and the karma for the karma phala's sake gives the various upadhis made of Panchamahabhuta. If those vasanas impressions are eliminated, so too, if we eliminate the ignorance of sense of separation from that Paramatma Tattva, we also go beyond the Pancha Mahabhuta made dehas and thereby the samsara also. So here the बंध हेतु वर्णन करते हुए ही मोक्ष का हेतु भी उसी में छुपा है. Can we catch it? It's a challenge to us, our intellects, our sharpness. Contemplate, inquire. Time is yours, life is yours, choice is yours for getting moksha through knowledge or continue to be bound by continuing the ignorance, avidya, delusions, the moha. मर्जी आपकी. देखो भगवान वशिष्ठ जी और ऑल द गुरुज तत्व पढ़ाते चले जाते वो लोग, उसको सुनकर मनन चिंतन करके वो ज्ञान अपना बनाकर अज्ञान बंधन से छुटकारा पाना हमारा कर्तव्य है. चॉइस भी. नो सर्वेषां भूतजातानां संसार व्यवहारिणां प्रथमोऽसौ प्रतिस्पंदः चित्तदेह स्वतोदयः. देखो सर्वेषां भूतजातानां, for all the living beings, samsara vyavaharinam. Now those who are in the samsara vyavahara of living at the upadhi level for the sake of the upadhis, for all of them, asau pratamaha. This Brahmadeva is the first one. Pratispandaha chitta dehaha. Swataha udaya. From him only to all the beings through the pratispanda, the chitta deha came. So chitta deha is what? First the I thought. Isn't it? It has come from the Samashti Brahmadeva only. Thereafter, that I we looked here and there, identified with the neighboring upadhis. Thus we became I plus upadhis is equal to Jiva. By this, what is said here, if we can Nirupadi Sthiti, if can achieve, then our individual I is no more separate from the total I in the Brahma Deva. That is why we are told to use our upadhis to serve the samashti, and we are told to surrender the individuality to the totality. So that one suffering of I am separate from the total, the other suffering of cocooned by the limited upadhis, both of them we transcend. This is actual the final remedy for all problems. In fact, only remedy, and beautifully the sure remedy. But it has to click to us. And like if thoroughly studied and pure materials are used, can't be this Ayurvedic way of medication be a great medicine for the world? And for the growth of the Ayurvedic medicine, when we make all the lands fertile and the oxygen also हमको मिलेगा, then the waste material of all these things can go as a food for the animals, etc. How beautiful that is. On the other hand, these allopathic medicines produced in a millions of ways with so much of poison in them. थोड़ा इधर उधर हुआ बंदा मर जाता है. Or about the waste material, how much danger it is for the whole ecological imbalance. But we don't want to understand it. We want quick money. We want symptomatic relief. Whether the person will be alive or dead, we don't know. Knowingly that this medicine will kill him, the medication is given. Nirday hota hai, not everyone. But through this, the Ayurvedic way, wherein only jadi bootiyon se dawai, maximum. We are not denying totally the allopathy, where it can give symptomatic relief, where the latest, true, honest, possible surgeries that are done, हम उसको भी accept करते because that also is the expression of divine. But totally at the cost of the native Ayurvedic and all. And what is it? By the medical departments, nobody is encouraging it much. I wish and pray these all Ayurvedic granthas copy, not original. Go to the Western countries and they accept it and develop it. They do it. The acupressures, the therapies through magneto, they all are from India, including slowly the Nadi Shastra. Acupressure, puncture are very close to that Nadi Shastra only. That is doing miraculous treatment. Even this also will do. But we don't want to do it. In the same way, the Sukshma Jnana and the Sadhana, giver of moksha, that we take it as difficult, therefore we keep it away and we want the easier and smoother, that also temporary pleasures. Therefore, we are even ready to pay the price of not only all the pains but also the most precious human life to indulge through the upadhis as a bhogi samsari, whether we know it or not, sowing the seeds for even further bondage. What is the whole topic discussion? We all are from the Brahmadeva. Basically, we are also Chitta Sarupa only. But we are not staying at that Chitta and Chit level. Chitta level means a thought, I thought. Chit is pure consciousness. Not staying at those two levels where only the Leela happens, to the trap of the Upadhis. That's what is said here. Sarvesham Bhuta Jatanam Samsara Vyavaharinam Pratama Asau Pratispandaha Chitta Dehaha Swata Udayaha. So that Swata Udayaha, self expressed, that Vritti Sahita Parabrahma Tattva is equal to Brahmadeva alone is the cause for all of us. So we are all micro expressions of him, the macro. Okay. Then he says, अस्मात् पूर्वात् प्रतिस्पन्दात् अनन्यैतत् स्वरूपिणी यं प्रविश्रुता सृष्टिः स्पन्दसृष्टिरिवानिलात्. So in the Upanishads, from the fire, the anala, the chingari, vispulingas come. That's how from the Brahman, the Jiva Bhavas have come, who in essence are having the same Sat Chit in them. Is said in Upanishad. Yatha Sudiptat Pavakat Vispulingaha Sahasrashaha Prabhavante Sarupaha. There, pure consciousness is taken. Here, the consciousness with the Aham Vritti is called as Brahmadeva at the total level, is called as Jiva at the individual level. So there, without a sense of otherness, thought Vritti, Upanishad में वैसा बताया कि Parabrahma and the Atma are same. Here, the Brahmadeva and Jivas are same. So with the Ahamriti condition, it is said here. There, without that, as a pure consciousness, said there. In both places, the meaning is same. The we, the Vestis, are never away from the Samashti as pure Brahman or as the Aham thought. After that Aham gets identified with the Upadhis, then we are self-cooked, we are separate from other beings also, and we are away from the total Brahmadeva also. That's how it says. Asmat purvat prasisvandat ananya etat swarupini yam pravisruta sushtihi spanda sushrivanilat. So it is the spandana in that samashti Brahmadeva that the Vyashti Ahams have come. It is from the samashti Agni, the Vyashti Vispulingas have come. It is from that samashti ocean, the Vyashti waves have come. The water is the pure Brahman. Samudra is Brahmadeva. The waves are even die. Wave is nothing but the motion in the ocean is called as wave. Spandana. That's it. प्रतिभानाकृतेरस्मात् प्रतिभा मात्र रूपधृक् विभात्येवम् अयं सर्गः सत्य अनुभवान् स्थितः. देखो, प्रतिभान आकृते अस्मात्. From this Brahmadeva, who is pure consciousness with some thought only, aham thought, from him pratibha matra rupadhruk, with the same consciousness, conditioned by the aham vritti, vibhati evam ayam sargaha. The entire creation and created beings are appearing. Satya anubhavavan sthitaha. But not understanding him to be that pure consciousness, with that conditionings followed by the grossification of the conditionings in the form of upadhis, he is just attached with them and says, this is what is Satya. See the power of Maya, avidya, ignorance and delusion. Dono. All these Anna Prana Manomaya Koshas are Nit Satyam and I am that only. Actual thing is, they are not at all Satyam, Kalmita, and I am a thought only. And thought cloth, when it is removed, this I am is that I am only, that is pure Chetana Atma, conscious self. So the conscious self, the thought, the Upaditadatmya self. The Upaditadatmya self is samsari. The thought self is the Leela Purusha, for the sake of Leela. The conscious self is the reality. Like the conscious self is the man. The thought self is the father. Then suffering to take care of that child. Suffering if the child is not doing good in his works is called as the samsari aham. So I am his father, then I suffer because that fellow is failing again and again and he is happy. चिंता क्यों है, उसको बाप है, बाप पैसे दिया दे देगा। अब जब नहीं होगा तब देखते हैं, फिलहाल तो बच्चे सब रिलैक्स। Some children to encash the murkata and attachment of father till they grow to the age of 70, 80. Even children, father is already 90, 95. है हमारे बाप देख लेंगे कुछ लोग, even बाप is really taking and suffering also. So conscious self, I thought self, the upaditadatma self. The conscious self is Brahman, and the I self is Jiva, and the upaditadatma self is Samsara. We have any time choice to withdraw from the upadhis and play the play through the upadhis as an individual, that also a role. Then we don't suffer much. Then even that role also we withdraw from and realize our oneness in the pure self. Not even that's required. Moksha. Think. No. दृष्टान्तोऽत्र भवत् स्वप्न पुरस्त्री सुरतं यथा असदप्यर्थ सम्पत्त्या सत्यानुभव भासुरम्. Even though it is not there, it is appearing. Though it is appearing, it is taken as not appearing, but real. And not only we are taking it as real, we are identifying. Therefore, the unwanted experiences are coming. Unwanted. Here he gives an example of Purastrisu Ratham Yatha Swapne. You know, like, like एक example ये जो देते हैं क्या है कि suddenly woke up from the sleep and whole sweat on the face, pasina pasina, and he's in the AC कमरा only. कहाँ से आया वो पसीना? कि in that dream, in the sleep, he got a dream. In that dream, either he was in the desert, could not get the water, etc., or he is chased by some animals or the people. He was running to save. Then पूरा उनको पसीना आ गया. And just he woke up. Actually, the pasina are same. See, the physical body में पसीना आ गए. The cause of it, that somebody is chasing him, that is experienced. Even though it was not true, he was on his bed only in that AC kamra. Like that, many examples. Out of fear, children, they just, they do the passing and all that urination. ये जो यहाँ का एग्जाम्पल है विलक्षण है. In the Mandukya Upanishads, the entire Sapna examples are given. That as the Sapna is impossible, because the Sapna Loka, with all its sizes and colors, cannot be in that nerve in our physical body where this entire dream is experienced. Nor this Swapna Purusha sleeping at one place in his own bedroom has gone to any of the distances which he experienced in the dream. Nor he met those people who he met. Nor he gave the gifts to them, nor they gave the gifts. But ये सब लगता है सपने में हुआ. और सब नहीं, in the same way, except the grossness and the time factor, in the Jagrada also, all these are happening only out of our delusory acceptance. When one who is able to detach from them and unbiased way is able to lift his intellect to the highest contemplation level, he will understand that the waking also as unreal as the dream. But here one important thing. Dream experience is real as long as we are in dream. But for realizing that the dream is unreal, we have to wake up to the waking plane. In the same way, we have to wake up to the level of the self. From there only, the whole dream, waking plane also is unreal. But Waking up from the dream because it is very easy every day, there is nothing struggle to be done for understanding. But from the long dream of waking plane, which runs into thousands of lives, to wake up to the reality, we have to listen to the Shastra, study on the strength of logic and faith. We have to accept it. Then keep away the waking plane and meditate in the heart. We realize that self. Awakening to that self experience, what we believed out of faith and logic, that this waking world is nothing but projection, is realized. The saints and sages are in that experience of self as reality. The waking plane with all upadhis are the play, kalpita, mithya. So therefore they have maximum vyavaharika satta. Those who have to do sadhana, sadhana satta. But not the paramarthika satta, thinking that it is real as all others and we also are bound by samsara. And even in general common sense thought also. The ones who never studied Vedanta and all, some bereavement or some loss happens, how much sentimental, emotional they go through. But a person who studied Vedanta, his attitude is different. He will express condolences, he will talk good about the departed soul. But because his knowledge is higher, he knows that the jiva left this body for his further journey, which everybody goes through. Therefore, he will not give that much sentimental, emotional value to that occasion called death. He may even suffer sometimes if he has gotten attachments. It's a close relation. So, Sharir Chod, even Vedanti also goes through that dukkha and pain. That's because of that relation. But his wisdom is intact. Therefore, quickly he reconciles and knows that this person, a jiva in it, has to go to his further journey. Either he will go or I will go. In this occasion, he left. In future, in another occasion, others will remain, I will go. So quickly reconciles. So a pure little Vedantic Jnanam gives this clarity. And if somebody, the seat of meditation, realizes his essential self and establishes in it, which is beyond all the upadhis. Where is the Jagat? Where is reality to Jagat? Where are jivas? Where is their mutual relation, bondage? कुछ नहीं रहता. So प्रतिभा, so दुष्टान्तोत्र भवतु स्वप्न पुरस्त्री सुरतम यथा असदपि अर्थसंपत्त्या सत्य अनुभव भासुर. Even though the individuality, identify the upadhis, going through karma phala, all of that is asat only. Still, satya anubhava bhasuram. He, in his ignorance, has made a habit of giving it the reality. And he says, really have gone through that anubhava. Like in the movie shooting also, when a scene of love, scene of comedy, scene of fighting comes, they live alive that particular scene, the actors, at that time. And onlookers हमको really लगता है is going through those emotional situations. But heart in heart, after that 5 or 6 or 7 takes are over. है ना? You just see some cinema shooting clips. While the actual shooting is going on, how those actors deliver those dialogues and all. एक बार कट होने के बाद, in a second's time, how they become relaxed, even though they were a mere fraction of moment before fighting with each other, one playing the role of hero, other as villain. वो शॉट होते ही क्या बढ़िया किया रे तूने करके, they put hand on each other, they laugh, they giggle, they joke, क्यों क्या किया रे, बड़े किया रे, it's सब. You all must have done it. Everyone has done the, if not a cinema shooting, कहीं ना कहीं नौटंकी तो किया होगा. A small play, stage play. We also played that role. It's only role played. We have not become it. But in case of our this so-called real life, with the roles we are identified and carrying those roles, life after the other, just like nowadays all serials run even up to 100, 200, 300, 1000, 3000 episodes. Like the episodes of serials, see real, it is unreal actually. So to the episodes of Jiva, life after the other. सेम टू सेम. क्या बढ़िया है. देखो सिनेमा से मुझे तो एक फायदा होता है कि वेदांत को अच्छा समझा सकते हैं, समझ सकते हैं. How many serials? So serial, how many episodes? So too, I go through so many episodes in each life. Isn't it? So here he says, Asadapi Artha Sampatya Satya Anubhava Bhasura. Even though it is Asat basically, non-existing. But okay, appearing. But that is taken as Satya. And then we involve in it as if the Anubhava is real. ये आदत हो गया. रियलिटी देना, तादात्म्य करना, effect होना. Giving reality, getting identified, allowing to influence. We have become made a habit of it. Giving reality, getting identified, allowing it to influence us. It is called the ignorance delusion samsara. Think और भी सोचो. Yoga Vaashishtha Ramayan throughout now it will wash our brains of all ignorances, delusions. ताकत होना चाहिए हमको सुनने का, समझने का, इच्छा होना चाहिए. Let us have it. Let us try slowly, little, day by day. Now, apruthvyadi bhati vyomakrutirαδehakaha sadeha iva bhuteshaha swatma bhuho purusha krutihi. See, apruthvyadi mayaha. Without the Panchamahabhuta made any dehas. Vyoma akritihi. Who is of the akara of that of dehakaha. He cannot have any. Still, that Bhuta Isha, the Brahmadeva, as if he has got the Deha, appears to those who worship him, as if in the form of that Brahmadeva with Chaturmukha, etc. So, Sadeha Iva Bhutesha, Swatma Bhuhu, who is expression of the Paramatma only, Vahishtha is Purusha Akritihi, who is in this Hiranyagarbha Purusha Akriti. So this Hiranyagarbha Purusha Akriti, thought conditioned Brahmadeva, who is basically the Parabrahma alone, though he is without any Panchamahabhuta Sarakara, he takes a Vrityakara for his function. He takes the Pruthivyadi Akara for blessing any of the Bhaktas. Like anybody उपासना करते हैं ब्रह्मदेव का या ब्रह्म लोक में जो जाते हैं लोग उनको ब्रह्मदेव वहां उस रूप में दर्शन देते हैं. But within him he is no Pruthivyadi Dehavano. He is only pure Chitakasha, maximum the Aham Vritti there. Okay, again, he alone is in the form of the million number of jivas. The consciousness conditioned by the aham. But that conditioned aham, later on, getting identified with the various upadhis, makes each one as Manushya, Pashu, Pakshi, Ityad. And the karmas they do, then the karma pala. All of that automatically on them. Yadimayo bhati vyoma akriti adehakaha sadeha iva. Even though it is adeha, sadeha iva bhutesha swatma bhoho purushakriti. See, we also when we go to dream, this deha, this bahe jagat, we all drop. And another deha, another jagat. And when we enter into nidra, even that swapna jagat also is gone. So these things which happen every day in our life, if we ponder over them, then our pure existence is something other than this Sthula Sukshma Karana in the Jagra Swapna Sushupti, we will be able to understand. But we have no patience, we have no time, we have no interest. We only want in the Jagrada Avastha, enjoy the Bhoga, and enter into Nidra to just recoup our energies, again to come back and indulge in the Jagrata. In this way, living mechanically has become our habit, not contemplating that I am in dream different, I am waking different. Who is real in these two? And in there is a state called Nidra, even these two also are not there. What is the position of it? And is there any identity of mine other than these three? See, this inquiry is not entering into us. Therefore, suffering in the Jagrata Avastha, suffering in Swapnavastha, only entering into ignorance in Nidravastha, only to wake up to suffer in Jagrata with Upadhi Tadatmya. All this Sukshma Jnanam regarding our Nija Swarupa, Tattva Swarupa, and regarding the Mithyatva of the other identities is revealed in our Shastras. They have to be taught first. That has to be learned. Instead of that, we are just only entering into the outer grosser world and finding all its secrets. With that, we are as a jiva with dehaditadatmya only are getting caught up more and more. Vichitra. देखो, something is very comfortable, very luxurious, very beautiful. Doesn't mean we have to go for it. We have to think about it. These luxuries, these comforts are making you bound more and more to the देहतादात्म्य only. ये जो सोचता है वो वेदांती है जो वेदांती ऐसा सोचता है like he's offered a beautiful house with all amenities facilities luxuries comforts bhojana bhoga ordinary person says अरे मिल गया thank you very much they go for it they are but the sadhaka things यार ये सब किसको कैटर कर रहे हैं देह को ही तो इन सब में इंडल्ज करते करते हम देह उसमें will become stronger only but how to discover who am I the essential self he denies all of that. That's what Nachiketa did. All the bhogas which you gave, you are offering to me. If I take them, I'll be there as any other individual, bound with the Dehapadi, bound with the Bahya Vastus. I want to realize the self. Why are you giving these which strengthen my ignorance that I am Jiva or I am Deha? फर्क है कि नहीं दोनों के सोच में जो पहला वाला सोचता है कि थैंक गॉड ऑल लग्जरीज कंफर्ट्स केम अनास्क्ड ही इज ए संसारी भोगी. But the other one, second one who thinks like second way, is called sadhaka, vicharanavan. Manusya is expected to be like that. Through that vicharana, breaking all barriers of delusions and ignorances, the truth as it is we realize as ourselves. And that alone is there. On that only the drishya, the drashta, the upadhi, ये सारे just कल्पित. किसने किया कल्पित कहाँ से किया वो माया शक्ति से वही उसका पावर. That's the infinite power of Maya, which without touching the original reality, making so many appearances on it. The laser shows आजकल आप देखते हो ना आकाश में कल कुवैत में देखा ना Ramesh is there, so they were showing all that inauguration of some football cup, some started, Kuwait Cup or Gulf Cup or something. All the wonderful laser show. And the other day in Ayodhya also, we have seen that laser show of Surya Kund. Which है नहीं, but just because of that laser kiranas, you will see the akar of the beings. They are talking, they are moving. अब देखो साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी ये यंत्र है और भगवान का क्या है ना शक्ति है उसको कहते हैं माया शक्ति. वो अनिर्वचनीय है बस उसको शक्ति कह दो बस. All this will come to us throughout this Shastra. Now, Samvit Sankalpa Rupatvat Nodeti Samudeti Cha Swayatatvat Swabhavena Swabhavasya Nodeti Na Cha Shamyati. See, Samvit. Who is this Brahmadeva? Basically, Samvit, pure consciousness only. And what he's made him as Brahmadeva? other than the conscious Brahman, Sankalpa Rupatvat. Only Sankalpa. And he is standing there only. He is not further degrading to the identification of the Upadhis. Therefore, na udeti, samudeti cha. Therefore, even though he is appearing, but that appearance is not his reality or nor he is created. So ayat tattva. And it is fully in his control to drop that aham vritti and go back to aham brahmasmi. Therefore, na udeti, na chashamyati. The expression of Brahmadeva neither can be called as created nor can be called as dissolved. It only is an appearance by his choice. There's no samsara bondage to that state of Brahmadeva. Same way, a Jivan Mukta Purusha mm, uh, temporarily for the sake of Vyavahara uses the Upadhis, not identifies with them to suffer like us, uses the Upadhi, expresses like Pujya Gurudev. He used the Upadhi of his Buddhi and the Tattva Jnana in that, Upadhi of the Vani and the Vak Shakti in that. Then he gave out the Gita and Upanishad Jnana. He used only. He never became the Vakta nor became the Samstha Sanchalaka, forgetting his essential self. No, remaining in the self, he played this play at the time the required upadhis or the existing upadhis he used. That's it. For such people, remaining in the self, all that happens to them is a leela. In that, they don't have any swaprayojana because they're already in the self. Then that is an help to the society. It's an Ishvara Leela, helps the other so-called jivas to realize their own essential self. You understood? This is how it is. Even Brahmadeva is like that. Okay. Now, Brahma Sankalpa Purusha Pruthyadi Krudihi Kevalam Chittamatratma Karanam Trijagat Sthite. अगेन कंक्लूजिंगली समराइज कर रहे हैं अभी तक जो डिस्कस किया पहले भी ऐसे किया था 10 श्लोकास वर टोल्ड 11th summarized now 12th to 19th told now the 20th summarized what is summary brahma sankalpa purusha pure purusha the brahma tattva no, parabrahma tattva through sankalpa he is now the brahma deva prithvi adi rahita akriti Panchamahabhutas, Panchamahabhuta made any of the Dehadi Akara are not there for him, not required. Then Kevalam Chitta Matra Atma. His Atma, pure self, with the Chitta, the Ahamvrutti. That's it. Karanam Trijagat Sthita. He is the one Karana for all these Stula Sukshma Karana, further Jagats, identified with which you and I are all living life as Jivas. And all these questions, doubts get resolved when we rise above our Deha Jivatadhatmya and discover our oneness with the Atmavastu. Try for it, then these doubts, questions, whatever are there, get cleared because any place somebody is telling us about 20, 30 questions come to us, doubts. But physically, when we are taken to that place and we are shown, no doubt comes because we are aanko dekha had, aanko se hum dekh rahe. So too, the anubhuti of the Atman, when we gain, all doubts, questions get dispelled because you are in direct experience of the truth. Further, beautiful shlokas are there about the same thing. Brahmadeva is never bound. You and I also can reach to that stage. We are all at the Upadhi level, expression of him only. At the Nirupadhika level, as he is the Nirguna Brahma, we are also that. Same thing is taught to the Shvetaketu by his father through that most beautiful Mahavakya in Chandogya Upanishad called as Tattvamasi, Tattvamasi, Tattvamasi. Individual Upadhi, Samashti Upadhi. Individual Aham, Samashti Aham. तो उपाधि रहित शुद्ध ब्रह्म शुद्ध आत्मा one. Contemplate more, go little deeper in the understanding, in the acceptance. Accordingly, only when we change the style of our life, which is called as sadhana, waki, we see that. Just like when we don't come to the class of Upanishads or Shastra, we don't know anything. As we come here, the information is gathered. Same way, the information never becomes knowledge as long as we don't contemplate. But when you contemplate, the awakenings happen in the form of understandings. The further stage, just because we have never done any sadhana, therefore we are denied of the experiences. But actually, when we do the meditational sadhanas, the experience becomes ours. बस हमें वहां पहुंचना है, वहां कूदना है. तो पानी का टंडगी आपको पानी में कूदने से पता चलता है. अब बाहर रह के पानी कैसा होता है, ठंडा होता है, गर्म होता है, इफ यू थिंक हाउ मच अवर दे आर इन, यू विल नेवर हैव एन एक्सपीरियंस. सो टू द डिशेस आर केप्ट इन फ्रंट डाइनिंग में, दसों चीज, हाउ यू गोइंग ऑन थिंकिंग अबाउट दैट, यू विल नेवर हैव द टेस्ट ऑफ दैम. कंज्यूम करो. So to know the knowledge, we have to come to class. To make it as our knowledge, we have to contemplate. To convert the knowledge into experience, we have to do this sadhana. And when we do, it happens. That is the underlining thing. Just like when we don't do, it never happens. Never come to class, never information. Never contemplate, never knowledge. Never meditate, never experience. Come to the class, information. Contemplate, knowledge. Sadhana karo, anubhuti bhi aayega. Further, we'll see tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तु मनो तस्य भासा मंगलं गुरुदेव नारायण दास. ओ श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. श्री वशिष्ठ भगवान की जय. योग वासिष्ठ रामायण शास्त्र की जय. सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज थैंक यू फ्रेंड्स. कीप ऑन लिसनिंग विथ फुल फेथ. Slowly, the deeper things, little by little we understand. भगवान मौका दे रहे, समय है, श्रद्धा है तो यूज कर. छोड़ दिया तो छूट जाए, पकड़ लिए तो आता जाए. आई ओनली डू दिस. कीप ऑन, पकड़ो, स्टडी करते रहो. व्हाट्स नॉट अंडरस्टूड टुडे, टुमारो. व्हाट्स नॉट अंडरस्टूड दिस मंथ, नेक्स्ट मंथ. व्हाट्स नॉट अंडरस्टूड दिस ईयर, नेक्स्ट ईयर. व्हाट्स नॉट अंडरस्टूड दिस लाइफ, नेक्स्ट लाइफ. बट जारी रखो. This is what the principle I am following. And I am seeing the difference also. That with the regular study and explanation or talk, little deeper understandings are coming. Very minute. More we do, it will come more and more. Isn't it? And all other obstacles also in the route, when they go away, the doings and results, both will be conspicuous. The greater doing gives greater results. The greater doing is done when, to a great extent, inner and outer obstacles are removed. ठीक है, देखते हैं इसको. आइएगा, अगले वाला टेक्स्ट पढ़ते हैं. भगवान आदि शंकर जी.